Okay, channel, welcome back. We are heading down to Dubrovnik. We're at the top of descent. So I'm going to start planning a little bit here as we leave our comfy, very, very high cruising altitude. So Dubrovnik is, as some of you might know, known for its tricky approach. I am actually not sure which approach it is that we're doing today, but it's time to find out. So the thing about Dubrovnik Airport is it's situated between these mountains. So there's like there's a cliff on the outside here, and there's a cliff on the outside here. So on the inside, so you really have to hit it like line up perfectly. There's been some accidents actually with people crashing into the airport. So we are coming here from Nera, and then we're going to Orbx, and I guess we are okay. That was the pause at top of set. And I guess from there we're gonna go straight on in and land runway 12. So that's kind of the easy approach. The tricky one is the one where you come around, you come back up north, and you have to sort of align yourself. You only have to navigate. It's not. I don't think it's a precision approach. And you have the mountains, which gives you the added challenge. But let's figure out what we have to do today. So today we're going to Orbx. I think that's the end of the. Yeah. See, that's where you come in, and where's Orbx here? Yeah, I think that's your intercept point basically. It's Orbx. Slightly before that actually would be better, right? In any case, let's tune some radios. I think we have things set up here, so it should take us down. I don't have the correct altitude, but I will put that in later. So yeah, so we had a Orbx or KLP. I don't know why I call it Orbx. That might be totally wrong. Yeah, Orbx is 318. That's our NDB, so we'll get that in the active box. Our final ILS is 110.1. Just go ahead and get that in both sides. The reason I put it in both sides is basically you need to have both sides to do an auto land. I'm not planning on doing an auto land, but that's why you'd want that. And then let's get the altitude in here. So the final intercept is 4,000. So let's put 4,000 in the box up here on the MCP. I think we might get some pretty bad weather too, so it might be good that we are on ILS today. Let's see.
Delta, uniform, airport information, November 1630, Zulu, weather, wind 105, at 9er, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 25, dew point 17, QNH 1010, advise on initial contact, we have information, November. Lima, Delta, uniform, airport information, November 1630, Zulu, weather, wind 105, at 9er, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 25, dew point 17, QNH 1010, advise on initial contact, we have information, November, Lima, Delta, uniform.
Okay. So we did that, that's the altimeter, and we have a headwind. And we have 10 miles of visibility, which is more than we need. Strictly speaking. go ahead and step through the flight plan here too to make sure that it is the way it should be. So here's Nera. Yeah, and then we basically intercept. See a pretty significant side wind here. And we're pointing basically straight ahead, but we're moving. We're staying on our course, which is a full 10 degrees offset. At this speed, that's pretty impressive. So final approach course is 115. Put that into both sides. Let's also go in here and we'll set flap 40 today. So speed of 130. Pretty great landscape. I think we're just went over Split, which is another airport that I'm kind of waiting for the update to come out for version 4. I have it for version 3 and I greatly enjoy flying into it. It's got a really interesting approach where you basically head straight towards the mountain, then turn and land. Very interesting. It seems like Vector's been upgraded too. I can feel like you can see differences on the coastline around here. They used to sort of have these sort of secondary coastlines or really straight lines around parts of these islands. I may be imagining things, but it may also be true. So yeah, I don't know if you watched my first stream, but I decided to split these into 2 videos. But I talked about what I've been doing lately, and lately I've been flying. I haven't been flying so much, I've been flying less. And when I have been flying, I've been trying out CRJ, which I find really great fun operating, like really interesting. A bit of a challenge, especially the VNAV. It's very difficult to calculate the correct time to start going down. But I've had some real issues with the plane. I can't get it to... it crashes the simulator. So the last 4 times I've been recording, it's crashed the whole thing, crashed the desktop. So I just got the new update, the 1.1. Hopefully it will fix all these updates, but I've just kind of turned me off everything for a little bit, so that's why I haven't been recording much lately. But hopefully it'll be more soon. Hopefully it will be more soon. Yeah, we still have fuel. I'm just gonna tune the radio so I can hear if there's any radio chatter. The NGX though performs beautifully in version 4. I read some chatter on Avsim or something about some guy who made better textures for it, which is it really does need. If you look at places like this and this, man, it really needs some better textures. And now that we have the headroom to do it with the 64 bits, I really think it should be done. This guy made it, and he got into some sort of stupid spat with PMDG, where they basically offered to put it in their own release, and he, I don't know, didn't understand, or I don't know, didn't like that they asked him to take it down from freeware forums, and I don't know what the plan is there now, but I really hope it comes out, because this plane really desperately needs a little bit of an update. everything. It operates so perfectly, but the textures could use some work. The model too, but I don't assume that to be forthcoming in a patch. But the textures like this, I mean, just update this and we're all everybody's gonna be so happy. I'm assuming it's coming soon enough. Going swimmingly. Looks so good. I'm so jealous though of Flight Sim World's clouds. They look amazing. I really want someone to do like a True Sky thing for prepared. That would just make my year. Well, see here you get this shoreline thing I was talking about. Like maybe it actually does look like this, but like these straight lines that you see below us, they don't seem fully natural to me. But it could be that I just don't know my geography. Okay, so yeah, it's nice and hot out. The anti-ice could come off. Yeah, drag is required. We are really fast, aren't we? And let's go ahead and get people back to their seats. Ignitions can go to continuous. And we'll type in the proper barometric pressure. Important to retract the spoilers before you reach your set point here, otherwise it's going to spool up the engines unnecessarily. And we can go ahead and we'll turn on these lights. The airport should be somewhere around here. We'll go flaps 1. Beautiful approach down the coastline here. Very, very pretty. See, we're going straight towards the KLP ADF. So we're getting a pause here because this is probably loading the city. Probably get another pause as it loads the airport. Beautiful, these mountains. Trying to get a little bit ahead of the plan here. Also, it might give the autogen some time to catch up and load for us. I mean, I'm really waiting for prepared version 4.1 and for them to fix this weird autogen loading bug that they seem to be having. Take out all these now. That's the city there, and the airport's right past there again, I think. Okay, I think that's us. We're almost down at where we want to be. Let's go take this down to 180. And let's go flaps 2 and flaps 5. And we'll go heading mode and VOR lock. And we'll intercept this glide slope. The localizer, and once we have that, we will go ahead and engage the approach mode, so we can also intercept the glide slope. Okay, auto brake is set. Lights are on. Ignition is continuous. Let's give them we'll do the chime once we catch the localizer. So now it's loading the airport, the second pause. Okay, so we have, that was very tight. That were both happened at the same time. We have all of it. Go gear down, and we'll chime. There. The cabin crew know that we're about to land. Go flaps 15. Flaps 25. 30 and 40, and we'll take this all the way down to the rough speed. There's our airport. There's the city with the beautiful photoreal. It's quite an amazing landscape, isn't it? Stunning. So the crosswind is a real thing here. It's pretty obvious. And here we come again to one of my many typical forgetches, and the minimums, of course, that we should have had here would have been 726. Which is still a long ways away. Seems not realistic. Taking out the auto throttles and see if I can manually fly the throttles here. And the autopilot. Not doing much at all. Wind shifted from being coming in from the right, now it's coming in from the left. Yeah, we are landing. Should be fine.
100. 50. 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, and we're floating a bit here. That was nice and smooth. Happy with that. Reverse the screen. There we go. We are on the ground. See if we can't see that instant replay here just before we take off, get off the runway. I think that was probably pretty nice. Spoilers will be up, but you know, you'll get the idea. It's bang on the center line. I flared a little too early, as I often do, but it's still pretty nice. Nice flare and roll out. Yeah, okay, so let's just get to the gates here now. Start APU, and we will taxi into, let's see what gate that is once we get a little closer to it. So I think it's gate 6. Let's go gate number 10 actually. That's us in here. Roughly. Okay, APU can go on the buses, and we can go ahead and turn off the engines and let these passengers go. Your damper can come off. Probes and window heats can come off. These pumps can come off. And taxi lights can come off, and these lights can come off. Off. Everything can come off. And yeah, I think that's more or less it actually. We can set the wheel chucks, let's connect the air conditioning unit, and even the ground power. And we'll go ahead and request deboarding. Cool, that's it. Thanks for riding along. This was a fun flight, as it often is, I think. The NGX is really one of my favorite planes to fly. Maybe because I just know it so well, so it just feels, you feel like you could do it does what you want it to do. But this is also a really nice airport. Really like it. A little disappointed with the performance. Much worse than Munich, which is a much heavier airport, both in terms of scenery and surroundings. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. If you like what you see, you can hit the like button. If you don't, you can hit the dislike button. You can leave me a comment and tell me what I'm doing wrong, or what I'm doing right, or what you like, or what you want to see more of. You can subscribe if you want to see more of these. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys, and hopefully it won't be so long until next time. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.